of stuff do
All of it.
do I own that is yours?
All of me, Brayden. You own all of me.
That's
You
not
know,
true. I know what his contact
conversations-
of you and his phone is.
The conversations you walk in on when the stream starts. So, welcome once again to our D&D sessions for the evening. This is a Valley campaign night, as witnessed by the fact that I am sitting here in the D&D DM's chair. I can't imagine why I added the D&D there, but
DMs.
there we are. Welcome once again to our Monday nights around the gaming table. Hope you guys are ready for whatever shenanigans we wind up with tonight. We are down a couple of players from the last time. Chef, Nova, Nate, whatever he wants to call himself, is out for a little bit, and we won't see him back on stream for a little while. Steph also is out. She is under the weather. We are wishing her all of the very best recovery. Hopefully we will see her back next time we play. That said, we've got everyone else around the table, so we're going to press on and have a shenanigan-filled night, no doubt. Just a few quick reminders as we get started. As always, all of our video content can be found on our YouTube channel, so be sure you head out there. If you haven't already, hit like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notifications. Maybe even drop us a comment or two and interact with the videos. We will put everything out there. If you've got your notifications turned on, you'll always know when we put new content out. We do also try to keep you guys up to date on the schedule for upcoming weeks, upcoming episodes. I did a little thing this time. I actually put the whole rest of the month of March out there. So you'll notice that there's already been some tweaks to that. In fact, I've got to update one more because next week I've just been informed that Lance will not be in any condition to run a game, so we'll be coming back to the Valley campaign next week instead of 2 weeks from now. So no Jasper campaign next week. We'll be back here at the Valley campaign. So that's all I have as far as announcements go. Does anyone else have anything else they want to add? Feels like needs to know. No? Okay then. Who would like to do the recap? Brayden.
Why is it that address?
Brayden is having
That is
some
exactly
technical difficulties.
the question that I
Sorry.
wanted you to answer. So,
I'm
take it away.
I'm doing a thing right now. It's just
Like
like
the 3,000?
no, it's grandpa's home apartment. Or hello. Brayden is trying to use technology, and there are witnesses here that know that that's bad.
That's
Because
a problem.
does Lance remember what Lance tried to fix my
To
laptop?
make blood sacrifice to get his laptop to
Not
turn
even
on.
that. You almost slapped me because my my laptop's main browser was Edge.
Yep.
yeah, Edge is used as a browser just to download the other browsers.
That was his default PDF opener.
Oh dear.
Oh, Brayden.
I don't know how technology
Brayden.
works. I turned it on and
Brayden.
it worked. Anyway, wait.
You were doing a recap, I think.
Yes. Oozes start coming out from the entire city, but only on the southern side where the castle is in Costas. Did I say something wrong? Or?
Nope, we
Did
just
you-
heard
no.
something funny.
Yep. The pronunciation of
Oozes.
oozes came out
Oozes.
differently.
Oozes.
Oozes.
There were
Lance and I
oozes.
just like, what the hell were
Many,
oozes?
many oozes.
And then you kept going, and we understood suddenly what you meant.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Sorry.
Simi speaks to Rosk about getting info. Mistress Melissa O'Connell could use teleport, but only the Oh, but only the person in the castle would know where she is. Ross and Simi go to the forbidden section of the library to look up a specific book. They find a book, and it appears to be an old adventurer's book, ancient. Dom and Riggs return to the cloister and inform about the slimes in the south coming from the sewers. Simi gathers the group to investigate. The streets are flowing in oozes.
Meryl Streep.
Take a boat to a sewer grate to enter in.
Take a boot.
And everyone gets in. Chef wakes up in the basement of Cassius's place. Start to head to the cloister. He sees the group going to the store and joins them. Chef gets his frying pan back from Riggs. Stealthily navigate the sewers. So many oozes fleeing from the direction that the castle is underground. Seems to be a steady flow and more than what the city needs to maintain the sewers. Crispy has evolved, bigger, and is a backpack. We get to a large room, noises coming from a hole in the ceiling, 40 feet up to the next level. Simi goes up with a rope, and one tunnel direction has the metal on metal sounds. One by one we all climb up the rope. Heading towards the tunnel, the end there are grates covering tunnel entrances, allowing some slimes to get past. Slimes have bone, flesh, and metal. Pile of them coalescing in the middle. Riggs uses ghostly gaze to see around. Past the barrier, and sees a huge undead army using the slimes to slowly smuggle themselves out piece by piece. And then we have the question of who made the barrier, the one that's around the castle. We backtrack to trace why the slimes are fleeing. Going down some other paths, we find a large area where the slimes are coming up or bubbling up. We go down another level to see if we can unplug the blockage. We find a cave-in which has blocked the tunnel, and the cave-in has a void where there is a large body of water. That's where we left off.
Anybody have anything else to add?
I think that's pretty much most.
Summed it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are faced with a tunnel that doesn't appear to go anywhere. It does look like the wall has been sort of shoved in on one side, and you know that there's a void somewhere beyond to the side. What are you guys planning to do? What you want to do?
So why did we stop? I don't know exactly because I can't see.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay, so you're the only one that knows that
That there's a void.
there's
yes.
a void.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have not made that.
Not yet.
Okay. Excuse me.
The problem, as I recall, that we were solving last time was we reached a point where like all the ooze was like bubbling up like a vertical shaft, and so we figured that everything underneath there was somehow flooded, and we needed to try and get around it to figure out a way to like see what's going on in there and why it's all like stuck.
We're looking for the stuck point.
Did I know that you were trying something?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think he said anything about
I
it.
don't think he shared anything.
We
So-
knew that we were looking for the stuck point. Lynn did not share that he could see through the stone a little bit.
Oh,
And I'm just playing
man.
bunny backpack.
Yep.
So, not fully knowing what to do. I think maybe she's going to, until he says something about what he knows, take out. Let's see, what do I have with me? I just realized I have something interesting in my inventory. I don't know if it'll help us in this case, but it would be an interesting. I still have Steven's ooze in a jar.
His tea weird.
Yeah, his tea weird. I'm gonna put a pin in that. So I'm
Thank you,
gonna
poser.
thank you, poser. I'm gonna take one of my daggers because I still apparently have a jar of 50 of them. And start kind of thunking it around the wall and see if I can tell. Like, she doesn't know because she's never done this in a stone room before if
Okay.
it would work here.
Okay.
So she's checking for density behind the stone.
She's
Okay.
trying to use a metal stud finder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me. So, is there a specific direction that you're trying first?
Well, we know where they're oozing up from.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm going to start at what I imagine based upon the geometry of the rooms we've already been in.
Mm-hmm.
Would be like the midpoint of what we have access to the wall. Does that make sense?
So you're in a passageway right now.
Yeah.
So there is a block in front of you. So not quite a cave in, but the passage in front of you is blocked. There's a ceiling, there's a floor, walls to either side. So pick a face. Which one are you tapping against?
We're below the oozes? Below the ooze point?
Yes.
In some places, yes.
We realized that in order to figure out what was going on, we had to go back and go down some levels.
Yeah.
So that we could try and get to.
You know, usually theater of the mind works pretty decently for me. This is one of those rare occasions I really wish I had a map.
Yeah.
You could map this place.
So I guess I'll take left side, not the collapsed area first, because I
Okay.
figure if there's a collapse, there's going to be all kinds of differences.
Okay.
In the,
And you're just tapping against it to get a
see
sense
if I
of.
can
Okay.
tell if there are things behind it.
So that it seems to be a fairly solid, just sort of thunk thunk. So it's the opposite side from where the void is.
Okay, but then on the other side of
Mhm.
the collapse, like where the tunnel would continue,
Mhm. Yeah.
there's ooze on that side, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's ooze, it's solid, water.
Open void with
liquid.
with water
Yeah, okay.
sloshing in it. Yes. So you tap against it. Seems fairly solid. What you're hearing is very clearly the sound of metal. Your metal dagger on stone.
Don't know that I
Ding,
expected.
ding, ding.
Pretty much.
Ting ting ting.
Don't know that I expected anything else to happen, but we're gonna check all of them just in case.
Okay.
She'll go over to the other one,
Which other one?
the one on the opposite side.
Opposite side?
Yep.
Okay. Tink, 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 tink. It is a very distinctly different sound.
But what does it mean?
And I mean, I have a hard time describing it, but it's very much like whatever stone that you're tapping on there's not nearly as much of it as there was on the other side. So you get a sense that there might actually be a hollow or an opening at least behind that part of the wall,
Okay.
that part of the
so
passage.
There's something hollow over here. I'm gonna keep running that section and see if there's like a place where it suddenly changes or.
So it's pretty much the same all the way up to the tunnel block. And if you go back the tunnel, back the direction you came, you get about 50 feet or so until you start to hear the sound slowly change as if the thickness of the wall is getting greater. So you almost feel like whatever chamber is back there, after about 50 feet, the wall starts to trend away from where you are.
Interesting. And there wouldn't have been another way that we had seen to get into
No.
that void area.
No. Too bad you don't have a certain prince with you.
Alright.
Then we would know. But no.
Okay. So there's obviously an opening here. Or a space.
So just so I'm aware, Backpack Bunny,
Uh-huh.
we're just beating on rocks right now.
Oh, I was checking to see if it sounded different, if we could find where the blockage is. I'm not sure that I exactly.
Do we know? So are we assuming oozes are going through the wall? Is that why we're beating on rocks?
Oh, there's a backing up of them somewhere.
Lynn? From sort of your tremor sense, you still have the water sort of sloshing back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a very, like...
So there's an opening on the other side of this wall that might play into all of this. Maybe if we can get to it, we can.
So do we need to like make a hole? Like what kind of opening are we
Well,
talking about? Like
There's
a
already
cavern?
a cave in. I don't know very much about structural integrity of buildings, so I don't know.
So what if we just make just enough damage to open a wall? Is that something we're gonna shoot for?
Not out of the question. Your face looks weird.
I'm
My
sorry.
face is always like this.
It's more.
It's more stern.
Facey than usual.
More facey than usual.
What are you thinking? It looks like you're thinking things.
I think that you should try making an opening.
Okay.
Taking advantage of the already caved in area or back here?
I think you should use your best judgment.
You've not known me long enough to know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Okay. Okay. So, clarifying for player Danny,
Mm-hmm.
the cave-in,
Is directly in front of you.
before I got close to the cave-in, the area started getting thicker anyway.
So starting from the cave-in back 50 feet along the corridor, it stayed roughly the same sort of thickness. At about 50 feet, the wall started getting thicker on the right side.
Oh, okay. So the cave-in is kind of adjacent to the thin area.
Yes.
Yeah, because the cave-in is all the way in front of us, and it's like,
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a cave-in, theoretically there's already a weakness. Exploiting that weakness could cause further cave-in. Structural integrity-wise, this wall that's next to us, well, actually, that's a good question about the cave-in anyway.
Uh-huh.
What is this we're looking at? So we are under the castle proper, right?
You are under the castle. Well,
we're not under the
you're not
castle.
under the castle per se. There are parts of this passage that clearly lead under the castle. You are not there.
Okay.
You are in the city sewers, but there are paths that could conceivably get you to the castle.
If this is... Okay, this is caved in.
Mm-hmm.
How heavy is the mortar between bricks or between stones?
Doesn't appear to have mortar between the stones.
I was worried about that.
It looks more like the stones were cut precisely and set precisely in such a way that they wouldn't need mortar.
This cave-in.
Uh-huh.
Is there any evidence of something like crashing through?
So
Like
the
a rock from the
weirdest,
sky?
the weird part of it is it's not really a cave-in. So in a cave-in, you kind of think, ceiling collapses, stuff pours in from on top. It's kind of messy. It's a slope, all of that. This is like something shifted the wall on the right side to the left and took whatever rock was behind it with it. So it's like an almost sheer face, just shifted over, almost like a fault line, but only at that spot.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna start just like a little up from that.
Okay.
And see. Okay. So, are these rocks layered in such a way that there are safe things to start trying to work out from it?
Make me
gonna kill us.
make me an investigation check.
It's a 10.
I like it.
Ah, yes, architecture. You know all about architecture. You've read a book on architecture.
I mean, it looks solid enough. The rock itself looks solid. It doesn't look like it's fractured or weak. It doesn't look like if you start drilling or trying to dig your way through, it doesn't look like it's going to actually actively collapse in on itself. It's beyond that. You're no dwarf. You're no architect. You have no idea. I mean, it looks solid.
Dominic,
Yeah.
do you have anything that might help here?
What am I doing?
We want to make a hole.
I don't have much to make holes. Plus, I'm kind of low on the important ones at the moment. Everything I have is like a level 2 spell slot and lower, so I really don't have much. I could locate an object. I can inflict wounds. That's about it. I don't really have anything that's like at the moment that can really like do anything crazy.
Oh yeah, I guess we do still have Chef with us, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nova, nominate one of the players at the table to make an athletics roll for you.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Athletics, huh? Oh boy.
Maybe. I don't know, Barrett.
Hello, Nova.
Is Nova here?
Randomly choose. Okay.
Alright, there's a D4.
There is a D4.
Then he's a
See me. So Danny, roll a D20 for me.
With my athletics or just
No, just roll a D20. I have his sheet.
it was a bad idea, Nova. 4.
Okay.
You
So
might have a high athletics though. Maybe you can turn that around for me.
he's got a +5, so that's a 9.
Oh, sorry. I tried.
So those of you with dark vision, you see Chef sort of in the general area where Simi has sort of been eyeballing about putting a hole in the wall. He just sort of walks over, hauls back with his hand, clang,
Yeah.
and the sound sort of echoes up the hallway.
Does your tremor sense hurt your brain?
You feel it.
Holy cow! That was real loud, man. That was real loud.
At the moment.
Okay.
You wish a hole in this wall, yes?
Yes, I do wish a hole in this wall. I don't think that got closer to hole. We might have to refine that technique a bit. I appreciate the enthusiasm,
I
though.
can't.
Okay.
Does
take a long rest.
any of the rest of you, are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I do. Right
My
there.
brain was like, I couldn't all of
No,
a
I'm
sudden remember.
I'm here. I'm just letting you guys figure out because I shoot guns.
Yeah.
It's all I do.
Okay. Can I kick one in such a very strategic position as to push it from its little cubbyhole like a mail slot? Yeah, at least there's not mortar.
So you're trying to move the stones of the passageway out of the way?
Yeah, like between me and the void. I am trying to.
So the way this is constructed, and you've got a clear view of this because of the blockage in front of you. There's a layer of the worked stone, and then there's the solid rock that was behind it. So tunnel got dug out, and then they lined it with worked stone. So there's actual solid stone behind it.
Except where the void is.
Except where the void is, yes.
Which is.
At least 5 feet that way.
Oh, okay. Then I go to where the void is. That's the whole point of this. And try and kick it.
Okay.
Am I misunderstanding you?
No,
No.
I don't think. I think maybe you are.
Maybe we're misunderstanding second order consequences.
As soon as the water breaks, we're drowning.
But it's a void, so there's not water.
The void is water.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Simi
would know
doesn't.
that.
Yes.
I'm not
You
metagaming.
Oh, I know.
don't know.
Oh, I know.
Keith, while Simi is contemplating this, where to kick this, Lynn is going to walk up and put his hand out on the wall,
Okay.
and I am going to use Find the Path to find a path to the void that I can sense on the other side of that wall.
Okay.
So it shows me the shortest, most direct physical route to access that location.
Okay.
How the can.
Through the wall.
So hand that down to Danny real quick. That's sort of the way things are constructed. So there's layer of stone. So there's the worked stone of the wall, the unworked stone, and then the void is back behind that.
So there is no space where there is not unworked stone between the stone wall. Like the whole thing is that way.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. Like
Now in front of you, a whole set. What you're seeing is the stone wall, the worked stone, as well as the stone behind it, got shifted in.
Mm-hmm.
So presumably, sort of answering your question, there's a spot where the void has basically grown by whatever displaced the whole rock. So it's like there's a whole section of that where the unworked stone and the worked stone shifted into the passageway, and presumably there's a spot, maybe a diagonal spot or something that's maybe a little bit thinner. You're not having to go through 5 feet of stone plus the brick.
okay.
Does Find the Path show me a path that would allow me access without going through the wall?
Okay.
Is there hypothetically a path that I could take that would allow me to physically access that space that is not through solid objects?
I don't know the answer to that.
Yes. It has you backtracking to the spot where the oozes were coming up and going through the oozes.
Okay. That's fine.
How detailed of information do you get, or do you get just the path that gets you there? Or is it vague?
I know how far it is, what direction it lies, and when traveling, basically I can tell which path, like what paths, what decisions I have to make to get me to that location.
Okay, but it doesn't define path.
No.
Okay. I am going to...
Because technically the tube would be a path.
Oh no, like I think the tube through the ooze totally, that's a totally valid thing. Mm-hmm. I was just like, I imagine path does not include, if you just go through this solid earth right here.
Yeah, so it wouldn't do that.
But yeah, it is down the ooze hole.
I will tell you that, your sense of that path sort of maps out in your brain, okay, yeah, I have to backtrack, I have to go down through the ooze and wind up at a spot where, very weirdly, there is like a direct communication between the spaces, but it narrows down to a teensy tiny little gap that you know for sure you couldn't get through.
Okay.
You physically could not get through it.
Okay.
But there is a way that there is an unbroken, if there were no oozes, line of
sure.
Yeah, you could get So you're going to, what are you aiming to try and maybe what are you trying to do? Are you aiming to maybe try and shift the stone, like the unworked stone that has been displaced into?
Not prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the stuff that might create a diagonal that can be manipulated.
All right.
Is it a terrible mistake? Maybe.
We'll see. All right. Let me...
TPK, Killian and Lucas in hell forever.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and they think we're coming for them.
I'm going to consider this a round of you doing your martial arts. So, I'm not going to ask you to do the 2-hit. It's a wall. It's not moving.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your damage for it.
For how, like flurry of blows?
Whatever you would do as one round of attack.
Is it clear that Simi is preparing to strike the wall?
Yeah.
Great. Before you do that, I'm gonna reach out and touch you, but let me roll some dice on my end to see what we do here.
And I will say, if you want to, you don't need to roll to hit. You're going to hit regardless. But if you want those rolls in case, just in an effort to get
to see if you
natural 20s or crits, go for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to require them. You are going to hit. This is just for, do you get any natural 20s?
What is...
Yeah.
There you go.
So Lynn will reach out and touch you, and it's weird because you feel this surge of power, and for everybody else who can see, the air around you starts to warp and slightly bend around you, and you can add 21 points of damage to your next attack.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Also, you have advantage on it, but that doesn't matter for this.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll redo that, see if I get any more 20s there or not. Okay.
So the first strike gets an extra 21 points of damage.
Ah, gotcha. So, just a second, I got a math. So that's
I have 17 hit die left.
plus 5 is...
excuse me.
So we got 13 plus... so that's 19 plus your 21. So that's going to be
You got this.
40
Yeah.
plus max damage first is another 13. So 53 3
Mm-hmm.
plus 10, 63 points.
All right.
And you're punching
The wall.
The stone wall.
Punching the stone wall. So, given what you kind of have pieced together, and you're no dwarf, and you're no archbishop,
Definitely no dwarf.
but one thing you do know is leverage. So you apply sort of a almost diagonal force right where the block sort of meets up with the undisturbed wall, and you go to town and you start wailing away. The rest of you, except for Dominic, sort of watch her watch her work. Dom,
She's like working over here, and I'm like,
Dom, you just kind of you just kind of hear the sound of fists and feet,
kicking and punching.
kicking and slapping against.
She's doing a
stone,
rock workout.
right? And you are able to apply enough force
Wall
that
push-ups.
the whole block of unworked stone sort of starts to shift and almost pivot, and it opens up a gap between it and the worked stone of the passage. So it shoves in a little bit, not all the way, but it opens up a gap probably at its widest. It opens up a gap of maybe a couple of feet, narrowing quite a bit. What that does also give you, though, is sort of the depth of the blockage, and it looks like it might have been about a 10-foot gap of wall that got shifted in. So you've moved sort of the corner, right where the unworked stone met the wall, about 2 feet.
Okay. Do I see a next hit that would create any...
You suspect that if you kept working at it like that, you could probably work that block sort of into the area with the void.
How did we do?
Well, I think I know what I need to do. It might take a minute. But if I keep working this, I think I can shove the stone back into whatever space that is behind it.
So, just so I'm aware, how is this benefiting us with the slime process?
Well, if everything is getting backed up and there's... that's a fair question, and I'm not totally sure because half of it's like not in a place I can see.
Oh.
I think we should trust that this path will eventually lead us to the root of the problem.
Miyagi says so.
What is that? What does that mean?
It means it's a good plan to move forward with.
If there are areas we have questions about instead of answers about, they're more likely at this point to give us more information that's going to help us get to where we need to be. And we don't know what's back there other than a void.
Okay.
And we know that the oozes are kind of coming, like there's a relationship between that space and the oozes.
Making sure I'm on the
Gap
same
to
point.
see past the
Not yet.
blockage. Okay.
Not yet.
Hello, Steph.
Hello, Chipper.
Hey. You live.
Hope you're feeling okay. Get better. Feel better soon.
And don't worry, I won't take Crispy away. If he tries to, at a later date when you're actually here, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Here, Crispy, eat the wall.
I mean,
No.
Oh, nom 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 nom.
No.
But
No.
oh.
Simi, do you still have that crowbar?
Yeah, actually, I guess I would.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Can I use the crowbar on the other, not the end she's like hitting to shift, but on the other end to try and help pivot it further?
You certainly may.
Great, I will do so.
I will take I will take an athletics check from you with advantage,
With advantage
since you
because I have a crowbar.
have the
No
crowbar.
nat 20s.
I'm gonna hand that to you right now.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be a far less.
I don't know what you're
impressive
talking about, Braden.
No. Don't play coy.
16.
16? Alright. So you are able to work the crowbar in. Simi, are you doing another round
Yes.
of kick the can?
Yeah, it's not nearly as
Okay.
impressive, but yeah. So we've got 9 plus 6 is 15 plus brain. 15 plus 11, so 26.
26? Okay.
26.
So you don't move it quite as much on your end. You suspect it might have something to do with the fact that Lynn has been working on the other end and moved that as well. So between the two, sort of dampened out. You didn't get quite as much leverage because the other end was moving as well. So you're able to work it, work the gap open. Not quite as far as what Simi did. About 6 to 8 inches is what you're able to open. And that's when the wall of slimes just sort of starts oozing through, coming at you.
Ah! Okay, should have seen that coming. Holy jeez. So I guess step 1 is evade the slimes.
That's more a thing for Lynn, since he's right there,
Oh,
where they're
fair.
starting to...
Then I won't speak for you. I'll let you say if you're evading the slimes.
As you watch, though, there is a little bit of... there starts to be a little bit of, like, bubbling and sizzling right around the edges of the stone as the oozes sort of pick up whatever was in it that they're feeding on. And they're coming out quicker than you've seen oozes move before. So there's a good bit of pressure behind them.
Ah.
One sec while Lance looks at a couple things he can do.
Okay.
Am I still?
Yeah, you're fine. You were far enough back.
Yep.
Am I
They're
still bunny backpack?
They're still pretty...
Yeah. Unless you stopped me.
Oh no! I don't know what's happening. I'm just like sitting there, just like hanging out while you're using a
Someone had
crowbar.
the foresight of giving the DM a thing, just like, I remember the slimes are here. I am getting out of the way.
I'd imagine you would probably figure out that there was something strange going on by the
The noises and
Yeah, so you hear sort of the sound of stone grinding on stone,
Yep.
and then there's a very liquidy sort of slurpy.
I know that he's using a crowbar, and then I heard slurpy noises.
Yeah,
Yep.
That could be anything.
That could be anything.
Didn't stop to eat some ramen.
you're right. No, that would be a great time for bonfire if only someone was there to cast it. If only someone that was there to Castian it. I mean cast.
Castian it.
Yes, Deanna. I mean,
Okay. At this point, Lynn's gonna reach back and grab
Grab me.
Dominic by the scruff of by the back of his shirt, and I'm gonna hand you off
What?
to see me and say, the rest of you should probably leave.
Where are you going?
I have to get this unstuck. And Lynn's gonna go over and start working the crowbar some more.
you're a brave man.
Go on!
You see him like
Go on.
40 feet back down.
You're a brave man.
A brave man.
Go on!
I don't think I can leave you here, Lynn.
You can! Trust me.
Will you be okay?
I will be fine.
Okay. She'll take the
Just
rabbit.
by the scruff.
Yep. Sorry, Dom.
I'm getting used to it.
I promise. As soon as you can actually see again, we won't do this part.
He can't.
I can't.
Unless he decides to light.
Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. Like.
Which I don't want to light right now because I could hurt everybody else.
Yeah. When we
I
are in a
don't know how
position
light. I
where
don't
he
know
can
how dark
see
vision
again.
works.
Yeah.
I see.
I will put him down and not treat him like a football once he can see again. Which is not now.
Which is not now.
So, yeah, I guess I get out of Dodge with the
Okay.
others.
All right, so you're gonna sort of work your way back up the hallway towards where Jillian
Yeah,
is standing.
but I am ready in case I need to run in and attempt to save Lynn.
Okay, Lynn, what's
So, Lynn is going to go back to work with that
crowbar?
but I'm going to do two things first.
Okay.
First, I'm going to spend some of my hit die to cast Freedom of Movement on myself.
Okay.
So I ignore difficult terrain. I cannot be restrained or paralyzed.
Okay.
And I am also going to spend some hit die. We'll see exactly how many I have to spend. To give myself immunity to acid damage while I work the problem.
Okay. All right then. So you have freedom of movement, and you are immune to acid damage as the oozes start working their way out of the...
I just need to know how many rounds I am staying here trying to shift this block more and more out of the way.
Let's find out, shall we? Make me an athletics check with advantage.
That's an 18.
That is an 18.
We
Okay.
count how many rounds I'm on.
Okay. So you do feel it move more than it did before. Partially, you think maybe because it's only trying to move one direction. It's just you. It's not splitting its motion between.
And there's all this pressure on the other side.
Plus,
trying
there's
to
all
get
this
out.
pressure now on the other side, and a little tiny bit of lubrication is helping things along. So it slides. Actually, probably another couple of feet. At this point, the gap between it and the wall, like the worked wall, has opened up to about 5 feet. Okay, you are seeing the gap. So it has sort of pivoted and has opened the gap to about 5 feet. You're starting to see sort of the worked stone on both sides, and it's a narrow enough sort of block that you've actually got you're starting to think that maybe one more shove and you'll be able to pivot it enough that it will open the void. You're not there yet. Maybe one more shove.
Okay.
And
Sure.
see what's going to happen.
That's going to be a 24.
24. Okay.
Math.
So you shove the crowbar in under the bottom of the stone, and you put your whole weight behind it. And there's this moment where you feel it move, and there's this sort of almost release of pressure in the oozes, and they start to just go slipping right by you, and you start to hear plop, 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 plop. About that same time, the block of rock hits its tipping point, and you can feel the weight shift out beyond the edge of whatever is there, and it goes over the edge.
Sploosh.
This enormous sort of splash of water as it hits. Didn't sound like it was super low down, but it's below you now, and the wall of oozes is just coming right past you, right around you, because you are engulfed in this stream of oozes, but it is making for the path of least resistance into the void.
Into the void.
Into
Well, that
the
may
void.
be a problem of its own, but
From up the hallway, the two of you see. The two of you see.
I just feel scruffed in the
The
darkness.
two of you see this wall of oozes sort of engulf
engulf Lynn.
and then you hear stone on stone for almost a quarter of a minute, and then there is this sort of. It sort of starts slowly, the sound of jellies and oozes splashing into water, and then the stone sort of scrapes a little bit more, and then there's this huge sort of tumbling sound and an enormous splash of the stone hitting water. And then the sound of oozes, a stream of oozes just sort of going over the edge and into this water.
Huh. Okay.
At this point, since the problem is solved,
Uh-huh.
Lynn is going to come walking back down the hallway.
Dripping gelatinous slime all over
Is he
himself.
naked now?
No. But there is a weird, like, the air and light and everything around him is, like, has a weird bend, as if it's bending around him. Like, it's concave, or not concave, convex?
Convex.
As, like, a convex warping effect around him as he comes walking back out of the... Problem solved.
Well, I say that is a way of doing it, I suppose.
What happened?
You baffle me a little. We need a quick pause on this stream.
Oh?
Your mother is very upset that she can't call you right now.
Okay.
And we'll be back in a
We'll be back in a
minute.
Wow.
So if they're still shut down when we fly,
Oh, absolutely.
that might not be
Okay,
I'm all right.
so sorry about that. Back to what we were doing and crisis averted.
We have ungummed the pipes.
Yes.
Right, in multiple ways. Who was doing what? What was what? what was
I just came out dripping in ooze.
right. Okay.
How did you?
Crowbar?
Not that part.
Magical
That's fine.
crowbars.
Okay. Do we need to get farther back into, or just let it vent and?
Well, we opened up this whatever.
Well, I imagine we just let it
Just
happen
wait a
for a
bit?
few minutes and then go and check to see if we can then now navigate it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So we're pausing and letting the river
Okay.
ooze.
Letting the
Ooze.
Yeah.
letting the river ooze.
Does
It's
anyone
the
need to do
river
like a
of
short
ooze.
rest?
Sorry.
Do you get anything on a short rest?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's sorry.
He might
Wizards
get
get
along.
stuff.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think so.
Which one of you is closest to Riggs and Crispy?
Probably me.
No, it'd probably be me.
Oh, you think?
Whoever's
Well, I imagine you were up front and I was
Oh,
the
yeah, I
one
would've been.
babysitting.
That makes sense.
Okay.
You would've- Back baby.
Who have disappeared.
That's a possibility.
Okay, so you're the closest.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sort of an almost whimper and a shake from Riggs's back
Okay.
as Crispy sort of almost tries to cower off of her
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
and
Okay.
almost starts like trying to pull her back up the hallway. From the other direction,
Oh.
there is sort of a very deep, rumbly, almost, but also kind of wet building sound.
But Keith, I only have 3 bullets. Oh boy. I think whatever is that way, I'm keeping my voice down,
Mm-hmm.
is that way is the bag's not doing, it doesn't want to go that way. And whatever made that noise.
The origin of this noise, is it coming from the area that we have now opened into that large cavernous void?
Make me a perception check at disadvantage because you are underground and the sound is echoing.
Could be behind us.
17.
17, even with disadvantage.
Yep, I have a +9.
Oh, of course you do. It seems to be more coming from that void, yes.
Well, from the void.
Did we just wake something up?
Possibly.
Oh, great. Oh, jeez. I wonder if waking whatever that is up and getting the hell out of the way might solve our random skeleton army problem if we let them loose on the skeletons. I don't think we're going to be able to direct anything that makes that noise. What? You have the face again.
This is the way my face always is.
Lies. There are different versions of that. This version is different.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes,
Whoever's
please.
holding me. I say we go through tunnel we opened up sooner than later. Just because if there's a scary demon monster in void area, we should probably get past it sooner than later if we're exploring said blockage thing.
I think we just fixed the blockage thing.
Yeah, well, do we want to see what's through it or do we not care?
I think what's through it is what's making that noise right now. Or
This
am I
is-
misinterpreting?
I believe that is
That
correct.
would be my assumption.
So going into the area that we have dislodged is going towards
Is there
that.
not another half to the tunnel system? that this rock was that this was.
There
walking?
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying going through
But
the
that's where
tunnel
the ooze is draining out of.
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't know that.
I believe Dominic has voted that we investigate further.
That's probably what we should do.
Okay, fine. Sorry, Crispy. Looks like we're going in. Okay.
If I need to, I can try. Hold on, I gotta see if I have the spell slots to do this. I don't think I do.
We're gonna
We'll
have to
find out.
sleep down here.
I
so
don't
that
have
you can
enough for
exist.
Spirit Guardian.
That's not even the one you want.
Spirit Guardians, isn't? No,
Spirit Guardian
is the one I want.
isn't it?
It's a fourth. It's a third, and I have no third level slots. I don't have slots left. I can't magic.
We're gonna have to rest after whatever is about to happen. We're just gonna camp out in the sewer. Call it good.
They're clean sewers.
That's true.
This is true.
Especially
Everything
now.
that way will be clean.
Pristine.
Well,
Go ahead.
okay. She's just gonna. Oh, somebody farther behind me should probably hold on.
I will lead in front.
Okay. There is still a very steady, like,
Oh,
river of slimes coming through the gap and flooding over into the void.
Can anybody see into the void? Maybe we can see the creature.
Can I look into the void and see what I see?
Make me a perception check. And you do have dark vision, yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
I am elf.
You am elf.
Yeah.
You have dark vision, yes.
Natural 20. For 29.
hell yes.
Okay. So, the very first thing that you notice as you start to pay attention to get a sense of what's going on, there is this steady stream of oozes, right?
Yep.
There are more than a few of the oozes streaming past you that have bits of bone embedded within them. Lots of bone. Big bone, small bone.
Huh.
Curved bone, straight, cranial, ribs,
Okay.
hips,
Different types.
everything. Just
Everything you need to
Everything
assemble
you
your
would
own
need.
army.
yeah. The river of oozes is going through this gap where this block used to be. And beyond it is an enormous cavern. About 15, 20 feet below where you are, there is water sort of sloshing in the bottom of this cavern.
Mm-hmm.
It's the space is big enough and the water is moving from something. You can't see if there's a passage
Right,
out,
right.
but very clearly there's a passage out, and there's wave action going on in this cavern.
So it's like a large underground lake.
Large underground, yeah, we'll say lake.
Aquifer.
For the
Reservoir.
moment. For the moment. What is the distance on your
60
dark vision? It's 60 feet?
It's. Let me look up the
Isn't it
specific.
120?
Mm-mm.
Let me look up
It
the.
is
It
not-
should
Not
say.
unless he has something that enhances it.
Within 60 feet of you, treat dim light as bright and darkness as dim light.
Okay, so it's 60 feet. All right. So as far as you can see, in both directions, the wall just kind of very gently curves away from you. You can't see.
Large.
Big en-
Cavern is bigger than 60 feet.
Cavern
across.
is bigger than 60 feet.
Mhm.
I will say, right at the very edge of your vision over to sort of your left, and not at your level, but you assume it's probably one level lower. There is a door into this cavern.
Okay.
And it has, it is a sturdy door, like a secure door. It's got a lock in it. And as you watch, a slime sort of starts to ooze through the door
Mm-hmm.
and then fall down into the water and plump.
Okay. I will describe as I see to the group.
Okay.
But is that all I see?
That is not all.
Yeah, yep, there it is.
As you watch,
Dragon!
as you watch, there is sort of an almost unusual. I mean, obviously, where the slimes are going into the water, it's churned up. A little ways out from that, as you watch, there's the churning, the natural motion of the water churning back and forth, the wave action, and then it starts to churn a little bit more there. And then far out beyond where you can normally see with your dark vision, there starts to be a little glow. It starts small and starts to brighten.
Mm-hmm.
And as it does, you see that about 100 feet out, there is a small island in the middle of this cavern. And it rises up just out of the water. And the top of it has this sort of bowl-like shape to it. And sitting in that bowl-like shape are the shattered remains of what looks to be an enormous egg. And that egg is glowing green.
I can see a light.
And about the time you register all of that, you get a sense of the size of the cavern that is there. A form starts to bubble up out of the water. It is amorphous. It has no shape. It is blobby and just sort of undulating. The water sloshing against it just sort of moves it back and forth. There are bones all throughout it, giving it some sort of
Damn it.
something to anchor to. And deep within it, sort of moving around, is the skull of a dragon. You don't recognize it for what it is. That's for the players, but there is a massive skull with horns floating in this enormous blob of ooze.
Oh dear.
You know, in a normal D&D game, this is the sort of thing I'd see and go, that is above my power level. That is somebody else's problem. But actually, I think we're at the point in this in the game where that's actually our problem.
Except our cleric doesn't have spells, and our whatever the hell Riggs is not here.
What's it? Well, I
And
can't
a
say.
chef.
I'm gonna.
We're missing a chef.
Jillian just walks away.
For the first time, like, Jillian is usually like a calm
Pretty
individual,
composed.
sort of composed. She sort of just, let's see. She throws up
Oh dear.
and just sort of,
Oh no, more ooze?
white faced, puts her like back into the tunnel. And I don't care what check and the DC, I am going to scramble with my bullet making components and try as fast as I can to finish the 20 that I have made.
Just
I mean, you
That I was in the process
were
of
in the
making,
process
so.
of. Okay. I mean, you were already using you were using your long rest to try and do that.
I was using I was trying to do 8 hours worth of
8 hours worth. Okay.
which we said was what the
Right.
making of it
Okay.
was. So. Actually, I'll make a deal with you. In the essence of, I will speed run making those 20 bullets, but those 20 bullets all misfire on a 3 or lower.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
what's the take that deal? Yeah, that's a
That's
damn
a
good deal.
I'll take that deal.
I am sacrificing
Quality for speed.
quality for speed. So
Quality for quantity.
yes.
Okay.
There are
so,
bullets to do
So
that.
those of you who can see Jillian like white as a sheet, eyes as big around as you've ever seen, back out of this hole in the wall, all the way against the wall on the opposite side, and then fiddle with hands shaking, go to her pouch and starts pulling out stuff and just frantically making bullets. And so far has not said anything.
If I lean over and look through this hole into the void, do I see the same thing?
Yes.
Given where I am from, do I recognize what that is?
I mean, you recognize the shape of the dragon skull. Yes, certainly.
Have I heard of these things?
Heard of what?
Of dragon undead dragons?
Not these specifically, because the ones that you've heard of are almost always just skeletal.
Okay.
You've
Yeah,
never
this is-
heard of the amalgamation of a Dracolich with oozes.
With oozes.
So this is a Dracolich ooze thing?
For players.
I did not say that. I said Lynn, being from the Forgotten Realms, has never heard of the combination of a Dracolich, which is where his brain went, with oozes.
Okay.
So I did not say
No.
that's what this was.
Okay.
So there's one of three things.
Yep.
It's a Dracolich. It's a giant Chondra Dracolich ooze. Or
It's a figment of our imagination.
it's
No.
just an ooze.
If we will
It
it
is-
away hard enough.
Dragon.
If we don't believe in it, it's not real.
Clap if you don't believe.
Keith, how much do we have to pay to not let this happen?
What's your house payment, Keith? What's your mortgage look like?
I will remind my players, running away is a valid choice.
Seems like not a bad one in this particular moment, especially since our cleric has none of his spells.
What do you mean?
Except like 2 of them.
So at this point,
4?
2 of you have seen this.
So Lynn's just gonna look and go,
That good, huh?
Describe it. What is it? What's the cavern look like? I'm sorry, the empty space.
it's large.
Okay.
It is filled with water.
Well, that doesn't seem too bad.
There's an island.
Oh.
That's
Like
what the
like
cavern
a
looks
like
like.
with a coconut tree? And kinda-
No, like a little rocky jut of land.
Oh, so more like a stone.
No, it's definitely an island.
Also, congratulations, you are the first people in over 10,000 years who are not part of the royal family to see this chamber.
I haven't seen it.
That's what the cavern looks like.
Oh.
The thing that's in the cavern is much worse.
Indeed.
What's in the
I like
cavern?
look over your shoulder like, oh, that's real bad.
It is an undead dragon controlling a body made of ooze.
That's real bad. That's so bad. I think strategy is needed. I think. Oh, I think we're gonna have to work this one out. You know.
Look, okay, there's too many things on our plate right now.
You're
So
right.
from the cavern, whoever happens to be looking that direction, there is sort of the skull is still down in the main body, but there is an almost head-like appendage that sticks out of the top of this thing. It opens a pseudo mouth, and you hear this sort of wet sort of slurpy dragon
Why do you
roar
gotta say
that
slurpy?
shakes the walls a little bit.
Slurpee's not a...
Yes.
I feel like that wasn't
It
supposed
sounds
to be funny. That was very Muppety.
I know what I am.
Do you think it was our fault we woke it up? No, it was Lynn's fault. It was Lynn's fault.
Yes.
Probably. I feel like maybe we should not be this close to this thing for a minute until we have a chance to regroup and recalibrate. Fair?
Can I muster up the courage to look in the cavern and look just down, or
Mhm.
the slime is just dissolving in the water?
Make me a perception check.
No, of course not. They're only adding to it.
27.
27.
Hell yeah.
These slimes are not dissolving in the water.
They're allergic to salt.
Gonna get all the salt in the city and dump it into the water and turn this into a saltwater lake.
I mean, we've done our due diligence. We've stopped the blockage, right? Like, they're not gonna go in there for now. And
There are definitely other problems we have to solve about this, but we don't have to do it right this second, maybe.
Well, just throwing this out there. What happens if we get Killian and Lucas? Maybe they can help us with it.
They're gonna rescue us from hell. We're gonna be like,
Justified attraction.
oh, thank you so much. It's so great. And you guys can be like, yep, so we got a Draco Lich, we gotta fight in 3 hours. So like,
Ooze dragon.
chop chop, make it fast, we gotta move.
You best sleep so fast.
We didn't save you as much as we decided to bring you into our mess.
Just so you know, you're a tool.
we couldn't figure it out ourselves.
We have only brought you back to deal with this problem.
Then we can all go on vacationing in hell.
Is this a big enough space that the Dracolich could get out?
Well, it's made of ooze.
Yeah.
Because I had the same thought, and then thought, it's
But
made of ooze.
ooze.
So if it's a cat, as long as the head fits, the rest of it goes.
Does the head fit?
yes,
Oh yeah.
Oh. Do we have to deal with this then? Like now?
that's
And
your call,
players or
leader
us?
of the city.
We are the government.
You're the government.
In character, Lynn will look at Simi and say, well, Simi,
Oh no.
what do you feel like you should do?
I feel like our healer needs his spell slots back.
Hmm?
I
Rest here for 8 hours and then
All
fight.
right,
it
everybody,
out.
we're having in watches.
we can't let it out if it gets out. Like, is its head able to like get through the bulk of the sewer system and whatnot?
Yeah, probably would be able to.
See me. This thing is a slime. It doesn't technically have a body.
Jillian.
What? Leave me alone.
Oh no!
Make me an intelligence check.
An intelligence
What?
check. Oh, balls.
Could we argue wisdom?
That's
We'll
cock.
drag the block back up and wedge it back in place. We just nip.
That'll be a 17.
That's an option.
17.
Oozes exploding out of the
Okay.
sewer is better than that.
It suddenly occurs to you.
I,
The only thing that Lynn and Simi pushed into the void was the block of unworked stone. You still have bricks that would fit that hole.
oh.
Let's nope this.
We just stuck our head in and saw a Dracolich and went,
Well, we're pretty good at being masons. Like, look at this.
You know, there's an opportunity we could attempt to do, which is take all those bricks and just, cover this up. We won't have to deal with it until later. And then we can come back here and figure it out later.
Keith,
Yeah.
is the worked stone, the stone blocks,
Mm-hmm.
are they big and thick enough that it looks like the oozes probably wouldn't just them back through?
I mean, they're beefy, so they've got some heft to them. It's not going to have anything behind it sort of backstopping it, but they also fit really tightly together. So
Maybe it's not like stacking
maybe-
like house bricks
yeah, it's
together
not-
that they
yeah,
could just
no.
be like,
Think like more like an old old Aztec
yeah,
stacking, interlocking, and it's not even them. It would have been like a Chichen Itza,
yeah.
where it's like they're not just stacked bricks.
Yeah, they're
it's
like- they're designed
they're
to
uniquely
lock them
like
together, yeah.
they lock
Okay.
together. They're sort of uniquely positioned, but it also won't have anything behind it. So.
Right. Could still happen, but
Could
it's
still
not going to be
happen.
just like the oozes are just going to push it over. And
Right.
run.
Yeah, they'd have to put a little bit of pressure, a little bit of weight behind it to make that happen.
Almost
think
like
that's a
an
great
ooze
idea.
monster.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I think we probably need help. So let's put this back where we put this thing back where we found it, or so help us. And
I have a suggestion in the dark. What if we leave a small little area where the oozes can still flow into,
Just think
so we don't have another blockage?
If we just patch up the hole, there won't be a blockage, right? They'll just flow through the sewer system like normal.
Yep.
But I don't know that.
I know.
It's dark.
I know. I'm just double checking based on what I can see.
Yeah.
okay, I appreciate you saying that because I was misunderstanding how all the physics of this entire thing has defied me from
Yes.
go.
At this point,
So-
is the slime's not as it's more of just single file instead of
I mean,
Black Friday Walmart Stampede.
So when Lynn first unblocked it, it was like floor to ceiling. It's down to probably only about 3/4 as tall now. It's still a pretty good. There was a large volume of sewer, jam packed full of oozes.
So we're about rope drop Disneyland.
Yes. so it has slacked off. It is still a
How-
large flow.
Can we get to these blocks without walking into the river of ooze?
Yes.
How heavy are they?
Each one of them is probably about 40 to 50 pounds.
Okay, so like a single person could theoretically move them.
Theoretically, yes.
Okay, I'll keep watch.
Sure. We begin stacking a
Way too
wall.
long.
Okay. So are you doing anything to preserve a path for the oozes as you're building? Or are you just going to start like bottom course, next course up? How you doing it?
I mean, the blockage is resolved, right? So the
I mean,
course
the-
is preserved.
The oozes are certainly moving.
Jillian, how do you think would be the best way to build this wall?
Probably by doing half the section and then the other half, allowing a little bit of a continual path through before we have to go to the other side of the blockage.
So it shall be.
Okay.
Great.
That's what we do.
Yep.
All right. So you fill up one half of the opening, and it looks like the wall was always there because it was designed to be there. When you move over to the other half, and start laying courses, you start to realize that the oozes don't have nearly the path that they had before. So some of them are still moving into the cavern, presumably strengthening whatever that monstrosity is inside it. The other part of it, ever increasing as you block it up, are having to move up the tunnel back the way you guys have come. So by the time you're about a quarter of the way full on the second half, it's down to maybe half full tunnel wise coming at you guys. Most of them are still able to sort of get over the blockage and pass into the void, but the rest of them are having to push up towards the rest of the sewers. By the time you've got it all done, the flow is down to about a quarter of what it was, but it's still quarter full all the way across, sort of flowing at you guys. Are you still doing your thing?
I was going to say, once it gets to the point where it would be unavoidable to be in the ooze,
yeah.
How long would it take me to finish stacking them by myself?
By yourself, we'll say about the time you get about halfway done with the... So you're 3/4 of the way done. You got the last quarter to go, but it's the top because that's the way bricklaying goes. By that point, it's sort of unavoidable. You're going to get in contact with oozes as you're trying to lay bricks. At that point, you've probably got another 10-15 minutes worth of work to go.
There's way too many rounds.
Unless we just wait for perhaps a few minutes to see if the slime's...
Ballpark something for me, Keith.
Sure.
On average, if I were just to be standing in the ooze, taking damage, how much damage would I be taking on average?
On
each
average, let's see.
You ain't doing this by yourself.
Every 6 seconds.
I'm not going to do that. We will take... let's call it 11 points of acid damage per round.
Okay, 1 sec.
6-second rounds for 15 minutes, you said?
10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
600 points of damage.
Yeah, no.
That's 600?
660
you're not doing
points of
that.
damage.
No. Yeah, no. That's not going to be a thing.
Yeah, every minute would be about 66 points of damage.
Okay, hang on. Let's see.
Well,
Chef could help. Hey,
yeah.
Is Chef immune to poison damage?
It's acid.
Or acid damage, rather?
Let me...
Warforged are not. Unless he rages. Well, no. Even if he rages, he's not a...
Yeah.
He would still take 300 damage, even if he rages.
No, he wouldn't take half
But
anyway.
he'd also be splitting the damage between him and Lynn, because it would get done faster.
It's still not enough.
Yeah, it's still not enough, but it's at least something. Like, I could help, but I can't soak that kind of damage. Like, I'm still able to help.
Yeah, the rage only halves... Oh, wait. Only gives resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. It doesn't do anything for acid damage.
So the options are let this thing get stronger or kill somebody trying to block the thing up. I think we're going to end up having to go with the let this thing get stronger approach.
Okay, and it's 66 damage per minute.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of healing spells do you have?
I have whatever healing spells you need.
Jack crap right now.
From what range?
I have 4 firsts, 3 seconds, and then I have my staff of healing.
And that's still what you have left.
Mm-hmm. So I could do 4, 5, 6, 7, and then my staff of healing has
I think we go and get a small army and come
10
back.
charges on it still. And each charge does 1d6 plus 4.
I mean, you know a couple of armies.
I do.
Okay. So.
I could do a mass cure wounds for 5. Oh. 5 charges for 1 mass
This is
cure.
going to be dicey.
What are you thinking?
As a player, I think I can do it.
As a see-me, she's not gonna let you.
Oh, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Oh.
Because I can entwine one of you with me, so that you can just heal somebody in safety, and I'll get all the healing. And I can spend a minute taking no damage, and I can get myself resistance to the damage for the rest of the time.
Why can't we can just have you and Chef sitting there getting the wall fixed, and I can heal Chef, and then you'll get benefits after a minute.
Can Chef last that long?
I mean, I can definitely out heal 11 points in a round, but I can only do what is it?
Dom,
Yeet.
real quick, have you ever healed a Warforged?
No. I feel like I've healed him before. I feel like
don't
I've healed him
remember.
before.
I don't know.
So I can do it, but I need you to get me 130 points of healing. Between all the heal above table, between all the healing we can do, I need 130 points of healing to make this work.
I could probably get close to that.
You have healing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do have healing. I kind of forget I have healing. I need to be close enough to you to slap you.
It's fine because you'll be healing somebody else. Because we'll be
Ah,
entwined so
that's
that any
right, that's
healing
right.
to them comes to me.
He gets both of them.
So Lynn is going to, as the oozes are starting to build up, he's going to stop for a minute and go. And he's going to reach out and touch Jillian on the forehead. And Jillian, you have the weirdest experience. You have a brief out-of-body experience, and you see strands of your spirit being intertwined with Lynn's. And then everything goes back to normal. I think I can finish from here, but if you could begin healing Jillian so that I may benefit from it, I believe I can finish the rest of the work.
How about Chef and I tag in for a couple of minutes to shorten the time? And then...
I appreciate it, but I will be fine.
It's true.
In character, I would like to remind you that he came back dripping in ooze, but perfectly fine
That is
earlier.
true. Yeah, so she would probably believe you, but begrudgingly.
Allegedly.
Okay.
I'm not happy with this arrangement because you have to punch me for the next few minutes.
A sacrifice that you will have to make.
What is it with you men and not giving consent?
It's a problem. Welcome to the world. I can be ready. Dom, you can be ready too?
Oh, I can definitely. I'm looking. I could definitely get some healing.
Okay, good. Good. I think your healing is going to be stronger than mine. But I can help. So, yeah.
Let me just randomly take the average.
Well, we're doing this one way or another.
Mm-hmm. My spellcasting ability modifier is what exactly? How do I remember what that is?
It's your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
As a cleric.
Cool. Okay, that's what I thought it was. So my average is 9 plus my 2.
How do you want us to calculate this, Keith?
So I will do 10 per round. Or sorry, I do 12 per round. Healing.
How many rounds can you heal for?
I can heal, well, and then after all of my 4th levels are gone. So that's 4. So 12 for 4 rounds. And then upcharge is another, so
You're using 4th.
I have 4 first level,
Okay.
and then I have 3 second level.
Okay.
And then I have,
And what are those going to be?
second level will be, second levels will be 8 plus another 5, so 13, right? 14? Oh wait, it's 13 plus my 2, plus my 5 again. So 20, let's say 20.
20?
Yep.
Okay.
So it'd be 20 for those 3.
For those 3. Anything else in the tank?
Yep, and then I have all of my 10 charges for my Staff of Healing,
Okay.
which are all, I'll just use them all, cast them all first round, first level Cure Wounds,
Which winds up being.
another 10 rounds of 12 damage.
After
So 120,
12 healing damage.
Yeah, 12 healing damage. Okay.
so it's 120 for sure with the 10 rounds.
It would make more sense, Nova, but Lynn doesn't really roll that way.
Okay. So, if you do all of that over the course of 17 rounds,
Mm-hmm.
you can pump out 228
Yep.
points of healing.
Yes.
Okay.
I have done the math on my end for my ability to ignore it and then resist it for as long as I can.
Okay.
And I have a deficit of 129 hit points I gotta make up.
Okay. Including.
No, that's before any
That's
healing.
before
I need
healing.
129
So, yeah,
hit points made up
I can cover him.
to walk out of this with 1 hit point remaining.
Okay. Okay. So for the first minute, you ignore it.
Yep.
So we're not even going to worry about the first round or the first minute.
I might try using my staff before everything, so just include 10 rounds of 120 total.
So you're going to use that
We're
first.
using the staff first.
Okay.
And I can dump.
So that's another, 6 minutes? 120? 10 rounds?
Mm-hmm.
That's 6 minutes?
All right.
So that's 7
you
minutes
are-
total.
Giving yourself resistance.
Yeah, so for the rest of the time, I can give myself resistance.
Okay.
And I went ahead and
Oh no.
added up.
So after those 10 rounds,
Mm-hmm.
You're just
using my staff, whatever spell I use after that runs me a risk of doing this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe you do 9 rounds of that and I just blow more key points.
Okay.
Well, I can do all 10 charges of my staff
So the
before
numbers
I
I
even
come
have
up
to
with
touch my.
9 minutes times 6
Times 66. Because that was every minute it's 66 points of damage, right?
It's just became a math string.
Yeah, it did. I just want to make sure I get to the same number.
So 9 minutes, 66 points of damage.
Oh, I didn't get to the same number. I'm off by 10.
I'm getting 594 points of damage. For 9 minutes,
Yeah.
So
you're
9 times
right,
66.
Yeah. You're right. So it came up to the same spot. So
But I can resist it, so I half it.
297.
297 minus my hit point total is 168. That leaves me with a deficit of 129.
Okay. All right. So we're to make the math simpler. I'm just sort of keeping up with the 297 because
Yep.
that will sort of.
Yep.
Okay.
So for sure, I can do 120 with all of my charges of my staff.
Okay. Is there anything on your staff that talks about if you use your last charge?
I don't think so.
Just make sure for me.
If it does, you should.
If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, advantage is forever. And it's a 17. So.
Okay. So you're fine.
Yep.
All right. It will take time for those charges to
Yep.
to
So when I go back to sleep
Recharge.
at night, I just roll a d6 and add 4. And that's how many charges I get back.
Okay, cool. All right, so for the first minute, you are immune, and you keep working. After that, you put up your resistance, but you are starting to take damage. You do feel the healing coming in. As are you doing anything?
Like in there, I'll like.
Oh!
Okay.
And we're gonna do. That'll do 35. So that was 3 worth. I'm gonna let him go for a little bit longer, see how we're doing,
Okay.
and be ready with more.
All right. So.
And I'm going to run up and cast Spare the Dying.
All right. So, when are you doing your the thing? When are you doing your thing in the sequence?
I don't know if there's an appropriate or inappropriate time, so I imagine like while he's casting, at some point I just and do the first one to kind of see. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, keep hitting him.
So, would you have told?
So what Lynn would probably do is he would hold off giving himself the minute of immunity until he was at the breaking point. He probably, because he knew they would start casting
Okay.
right away.
All right.
So I'd probably do that on the back end as opposed to the front end. But
Front end. Okay.
Is that concentration?
No.
You're tying you're tying
No.
people together. It's not concentration. It just kind of happens.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, because I was gonna be like, that's
All right.
Yeah,
would
no.
be-
No.
So you send people away, and you put on your resistance, and you start taking
33 every minute?
33 points of damage every minute. In the first minute, you'll get 72 potentially, so you'll actually take more damage, or you. So that's the thing. All
Yeah.
of your healing is doing more.
Yeah, it's overhealing.
It's
me.
overhealing,
by 1 tick.
which
Every
reduces the effectiveness.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay, because as long as I come out of this with 1 hit point left, it doesn't matter.
And I do still have more ki that I can throw into
Right.
it. I'm sort of,
So for the first minute, you take 33 points of damage, but you heal 36.
So the end of the
So-
first minute, it cancels out. I'm
It
still
yeah,
I'm
it cancels out. Second minute, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2. It's actually, so this is actually the third minute that you've been working. Fourth full minute. Hang on, because you've done 6. Actually, no. The first minute you get the 36 healing. The second minute you get 4 from the staff. That's the last charge on the staff. Which 2 are you doing after that?
Which
2 slots are you using after that?
I mean, probably 2 just level 1s.
Level 1s? Okay. All right, so that minute works the same. Overhealed by 3 points, cancels out. You've taken no damage. Fourth minute, I assume you're going to do your remaining level 1s.
Yeah, give me a second to make sure I don't explode.
Okay. So yeah, you need 2 of those for that previous minute,
So do my 2 more.
and then your 2 more first levels.
Good. Huh, and there's the explosion.
Yay!
Explode a bunny.
Okay, so let me figure out what my exploded bunny turned into.
Jillian's just standing there receiving healing.
Yep.
Is that just
Nothing
10?
was wrong with me.
Yes.
Just 10.
Holy scripture appears on your skin, giving you resistance to necrotic damage for 1 hour.
Heck yeah!
Golden tattoos appear on your...
Okay, so that is the 2 first level spells.
Yep.
So that would be
I
24.
forgot Roska's been with us this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then are you going to go ahead and use your next
I
one?
might as well use my next 3.
Okay, so that's an additional. That's an additional
way over.
60 points of healing.
So in that minute, I take 33 points of damage, but 60 points of healing.
No, you take 60 plus. You actually take 84 points of healing that round.
Okay, yeah.
So
Come out of it still at my full.
come out of it still full. Dom is now tapped out.
Yes, sir.
So, 5th minute.
Halfway.
You take 33 points of damage. Simi heals once for what? 30 for 11? Or
What is the
what
average healing?
what is
Oh,
the
okay.
what is the 3
So I
times?
rolled it.
What is the 3? What you said it was 3 times. What did you mean by that?
I
Is that
put 3 key
3 key
into it.
Okay.
And then I rolled it. So like that was 3
Okay.
key.
So that's
worth.
35. So
That was 36, I think.
you,
Maybe it was 35.
I think you told me 35.
Okay, 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for that minute, you're +2. You're fine.
Yep, still at full.
Still at full.
What minute are we on now?
6th minute. You take 33 points of damage.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, Brayden.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna throw in another 3 for 37.
Okay. So you take
Still at full.
Still at full. 7th minute. 33 points of damage.
Give me.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. No worries.
I mean, I think we're at the point where even if you guys run out of healing, I can
I can
make it. Because I got 168 hit points to work with.
Gotcha. I should have done
You
this
know,
by average.
We could have done this so much easier if you just touched me, because anytime I heal, I get health back.
Oh.
Anytime I cast healing, I get healing. I get 7 hit points back.
Interesting.
Did you roll for? Did you check your splody?
I
bunny?
checked my splodies on those 3
Okay.
last ones. No, I
Okay.
was good.
Good.
Yep, I'm up to 4 out of 20 now. So
Okay.
I'm good.
This is like when I played the exploding gunslinger and had to do math to see, can I survive exploding everything I have all at once?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next one. 3 more key for 36.
Okay.
Yep,
so
so
you're
untouched.
still good. 8th minute, 33 points of damage.
I'm gonna wait a second. We'll let you soak that one.
Okay, so no healing.
No
Yeah.
healing
Okay.
this minute.
So I'm down to 135. Minute 9,
9th minute,
33 points of damage.
33 points of damage.
Okay, that was 9. Yeah, I've done 9 so far.
I think we can just say I take that damage as well.
Yeah, go ahead and take
Okay.
that. I'm gonna do another 3 for here in a minute.
And then that brings us to minute 10,
Minute 10.
which I can just be immune for.
Okay. So
oh,
you're
never
just,
mind then.
I think I front loaded one. So let's go ahead and
Add a minute. Add a minute's worth
Yeah.
of damage.
So for the next possibly 5, it will be, let's say, reducing DC. Give me an athletics check, reducing DC to see if you actually finished or not.
Is the crowbar any help here?
No,
Okay.
because you're actually having to set these fairly precisely.
18.
18 will actually make it, so we'll just say in the 11th minute you finish up.
Okay.
All right. There is, from behind the wall, there's this sort of
Yep.
rumbling, shaking
Sure.
dragon behind the wall. Now, the wall is back in place. There's no place for the oozes to go except
Yep.
up the tunnel towards you guys.
I feel like maybe we should run for cover and then recalibrate.
So, how fast do these oozes move, Keith?
They're not moving super fast. You guys can
How fast?
How fast? They
How
are.
fast?
Well, because I'm moving at 15 feet around right now.
Uh-huh.
Because I have 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oof.
Yeah.
Let me.
How light and light are you? Let's just treat you like Dom.
It's time for
Let's
nap time.
jog.
See, do I actually have?
Because I suspect they're moving fast enough that I'm still going to be stuck in the ooze until maybe there's, like, space to, like, step out of the stream of...
Until they can rush by.
But that's okay, because I can take another minute of damage.
I have more if we need to give you a good little smack.
It's okay. I am resistant to necrotic damage, so I'm good.
Yeah!
So they're actually moving about 15.
Okay, yeah,
Feet
so
per round.
I move with the ooze. So the ooze comes out before I do.
Ah.
Because he's got to then turn around and then...
Yep.
Ah.
So he'll be right at the front of the ooze, but...
And
No.
no.
Because the ooze will start moving past me before
Well,
I'm
before
able to
you're
move.
finishing the...
It's fine. So from your guys' perspective, Lynn does not emerge, ooze emerges.
Lynn?
So it's about a quarter. So there's a stream of oozes about a quarter of the way up the wall, all the way across the tunnel, and
Lynn?
it's moving.
Ow!
It's moving 15 feet a minute, your direction, sort of back the direction you came.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Are you sure?
Is there room
I don't
at
know if
the
I'm
intersection where
convinced.
they you can move out of the way of the
Um,
flow?
At the next intersection, yes, but that's a good ways up the tunnel.
Is it more than 2 minutes away? At 15 feet?
At 15 feet, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but we can pull him off, like, once he gets out to this space, like, we can pull him off pretty much how we backtracked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
but we're gonna have to
that's the
heal him.
direction you guys are
Yeah,
going.
we'll have to heal him. Yeah, once we get him to a safe, not oozed spot.
How long will it take?
Yeah, that's a good question. How long will it take? Because I can still heal him through Jillian, I guess.
Okay.
We are out of the way of the oozes, right?
As long as you guys
You
move,
guys can stay ahead of them.
as long as you guys move to stay ahead of them, yes. And they're moving, like I say, 15 feet every round.
But like we got here without oozes.
Right. The oozes were beyond the blockage. The blockage is no longer there. They're now moving your direction.
We have to move down the tunnel to the
Oh.
point where we get to an intersection where they will flow past us.
In the future, for this particular type of thing, I might need a map because like you said that they're like, well, we've cleared the obstruction, so now the ooze is moving. But then with the thing with the wall, I was like, well, I guess you didn't mean that, because now the oozes aren't coming through anymore. So where are they coming? Because yeah, but we're good.
No worries.
We are caught up now.
Yeah,
No
yeah, yeah.
worries.
This one has been logistically difficult for me to wrap my brain around for some reason, and I don't
Okay.
know why. I've struggled imagining all of the ways that the things are interplaying.
Did we get it all covered up?
Well, that's an at 20. That's a good one.
Now we're just seeing if Lynn survives getting out.
Okay. So the nearest intersection is about 50 feet up the tunnel. At 15 feet a minute, that's going to take you about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So that is 16,
Hey.
18, 19, 20.
I could actually get 2 spell slots back.
20 rounds.
Okay, let's see.
Mhm.
I can channel as a bonus action.
20
I
rounds
can
of
get
damage
2 spell slots back.
that we're having to fix.
By
Oh,
half it
It's
to 100.
22.
okay. So I've got.
It's 220 damage. We gotta.
110 because I'm
110.
resisting it.
Because he's resistant.
I got
Right,
a
no,
good
it's
roll.
210. Then resistance 110. So, do you have any more punch?
Yeah, I do.
I need 42 points of healing to make it.
Give me a second.
I could do it if you
let
can.
me math. Okay, so I've got.
How?
Twice a day, I can channel to restore a proficiency /2 spell slot using a bonus action.
Ooh.
So I can do that twice a day.
Nice.
So I can get 2 spell slots back.
Sorry, I haven't been paying attention the last
No,
45
it's
minutes.
fine. It was all math.
It
was all the math of, is this actually possible?
Has been math, and I can't contribute other than just
Yeah.
getting punched.
Yeah, other than being the conduit of healing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
What?
Can we send Chef in to grab you and hoist you?
Uh-huh.
And,
Yeah,
We could do that.
so you do that. I'm
Certain-
still going to be
Okay.
working on the
And
math
he
in
would
my
have
brain.
that
that gets me out of the
that
ooze.
gets you out of it.
And he can outrun the
He can-
ooze, so
he-
he's only
well,
got to spend.
He's got to get into you.
So he's only got to spend a couple rounds in ooze.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
So
And if he rages,
Yeah.
well, no,
Well,
it
no, that
doesn't.
doesn't
affect
His
matter.
rage doesn't affect.
He doesn't have the rage that lets him.
The normal range
Never
is
mind
piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing. The only one that gives you extra is the
That's
totem of the bear.
that's right.
Which he does not have.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did you
Yeah.
end up taking that damage? Do we need to?
We're doing. They're doing
Seeing
maths
that,
again.
so seeing that,
I think we're good.
seeing that Lynn is flagging, Chef sort of shoves all of you further down to stay away from the ooze, splashes in himself, goes and grabs Lynn, throws him over his shoulder, turns around, and wades back out. He can move way faster than the ooze can. He gets Lynn up out of it, so Lynn is not taking damage. Chef will, however, probably take...
Like 22, 33,
It's probably going to be 4 rounds,
44.
so 44 points of damage is what Chef is going to take.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at that point, you guys do reach the intersection. You find up the path that the oozes are not going to travel down, and get yourself out of the stream of ick.
And I'm left with 58 hit points.
Whew. Okay, so I think we need to backtrack and get help.
See me, I'm tired.
I bet you are, buddy. I bet you
Me
are.
too, Dominic. Me too.
I think we should probably go get some rest, get some help, get a small army to join us over here, and fix that problem.
But what about our friend's problem?
I think you need to take a moment to figure out what your priorities are, because you keep filling your plate full of 5 different things and it's beginning to overflow.
You're right. Yes. I have a city that I'm having to take care of, and this is a problem. This is a big problem for the lives of everybody here.
I mean,
It's
we've
not an
mostly
immediate
fixed
problem.
the slime problem, right?
I don't know that we have, given the fact that the slimes are. Let's walk and talk.
Right, I assume that's
You
what
guys
we're
all start
doing.
walking, and Lynn is like limping behind you at 15 feet.
Chef, take this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna.
throw
He's
him
gonna
around.
princess
You
carry
still
her.
got you.
Carry me. Lynn's skin is like raw, like red and raw, like a newborn baby.
And as we're moving, so if whatever that thing is figures out a way out, we're hosed, and everybody here is hosed. So I think we just had a new priority thrust on our plate, whether we want it to happen or not.
Why is this like a good place for like having a city? Why can't we just like all get up and leave?
You know, that's a fair question. But that's still, like, then he just goes someplace else, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure what that thing was exactly. I mean, I know.
See, I don't think there's enough people that can take care of that thing. If you bring an army, you're just bringing people to die down here.
That's true.
Well, if we leave it, we might be leaving everybody to die.
Right, but I'm saying it's just like, I don't think pushing it, trying to navigate this sewer, which we've been doing for the last 5 hours, isn't exactly going to go well if we try to lead an entire army to a lake where we're going to try and coax that thing to land.
It's gonna stay in the water. That's a good point.
I think you will have to judge for yourself, Simi, what the just thing to do is. Who deserves your help most?
As he's being carried.
That's,
Yeah, as he's
that's
being
such
carried.
the biggest asshole
Right?
answer you've ever said so
Right.
far, Leah.
No one is less deserving of
Now-
my help than anyone else.
Now, I appreciate what you've done
If
in the last
choosing
several minutes.
What was just was easy, everyone would do it.
I agree. Absolutely.
You are the chosen avatar, so it falls to you to decide.
I really wish people would stop saying that.
He's the only one that's been saying it.
I really wish you would stop saying that. It's very uncomfortable. We can't do anything about Lucas and Killian until we do the stepwise. There are things that have to happen before other things. We have to figure out how to get to the other place because we have Seabiscuit has to be online to be able to make the thing that we have function to get us there.
Well, no, Dom said he can.
I can get
We
us
don't need
there.
the tower. Dom just needs the fork to use plane
Yep.
shift. That's what
Dang
Lucas said.
Pardon me. Player Danny moment.
The problem was, so he can get us there. The problem was, Dominic can't get everyone
Back.
back.
So
one
I can-
person would have to stay
I
behind
can only
with
get
what he has.
6 people back.
There was a reason that Seabiscuit needed to happen first.
There wasn't.
You decided Seabiscuit needed to happen first. Because what happened was, so we can go to hell, but you have the problem of you have one too many people. So you either have to bring one less person in the rescue, or you have to leave somebody behind, or find another way to get them out. And then Seabiscuit ran out of power.
Yep.
Analyzing the
Analyzing the fork.
fork, Seabiscuit ran out of power. So Seabiscuit is inoperable at the moment. And the only thing that we know of that can recharge it requires going to the pillars that you saw in your vision.
Yes.
Well, we can't do that because that is
Which
too
are far
far for us to go.
Mhm.
And
Because
I
there's no
believe
how to
believe
get there.
that we determined Dominic could get everybody back
I can get
from
back.
there, but he can't
But I
get
can't get us
everybody
there.
there with magic.
But it's like, and quote me if I'm wrong with this, it's like a 2+ month journey to get in the area, kind of what we.
It's far. If you,
Yeah,
if
it's
you were to
far.
travel
Far,
by
yeah.
land, it's far.
Yeah.
So you need something to get you there quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have the problem of you have a Dracolich ooze in a box. And it's eventually probably going to get, inevitably, eventually, it will get out of the box. but you don't know how long you have until it gets out of the box.
Yeah.
And an undead queen.
Yeah, and you have an undead army that is slowly smuggling itself out in pieces. But you don't know how long it's going to take to get, and how many they can get out or have gotten out so far.
So we've got to lay
You got
all
3
of
different
those...
problems. There is no, as far as my above table understanding of them, all of them are kind of pressing. It depends which ones you want to solve first,
Yes.
because solving one might give you pieces to solve others.
I think I was taking above table knowledge on the Seabiscuit thing.
No, that's right.
I think I forgot something that was discussed above table.
So Seabiscuit was analyzing the fort because, but if remind me or correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But your ability to use it hinges on knowing where it goes, right? Or not.
Pardon?
I know it comes from hell.
Okay.
So that's the only... And I don't know if it's the correct level.
Yeah, we don't have
I don't
enough
know that.
information
Right.
about like
Yeah.
where
Well,
We were just
Wow.
analyzing it to analyze
So it depends on what Keith's version of hell is.
That's true.
Because I think
Because let me read the direct.
the general thing is you just need material from hell.
No.
Technically.
There are levels. There are different
Technically.
levels.
It,
So-
unless you're counting each level of hell as a different plane of existence, which you totally could.
Mm-hmm.
The way the spell is written, you have to have a tuning fork for the appropriate plane,
Yep.
and then
You can
specify a destination.
A general...
The examples it says is, so you could say like, take me to hell. You can also specify in general terms, such as City of Brass on the elemental plane of fire, or the Palace of Dispater on the second level of the 9 hells.
You can actually get very pinpoint.
Yeah, you
accurate.
Now,
as
if I've-
pinpoint as you want.
I
So
can get
technically-
pinpoint if I have a sigil that is drawn on the floor and I explain that exact sigil.
But you could also say, if you were teleporting to the material plane,
Yeah.
you could say, teleport me to the city of Costus.
Mm-hmm.
And you would get to the city of Costus.
At wherever the DM wants.
Yeah,
In the city.
within the city of Costus.
Yep.
So if you have the information, you can get more specific. You just need to know what you're asking for, unless you're ruling that the different levels of hell would require different forks.
Now, I can send a message to Killian and be like, hey, I need a specific sigil drawn. And then I can go directly to that sigil, as needs be. But I have to be very, very specific on that. Because I can just be like, oh, hey, they're at... we'd got where it was, and I forgot what the name. But I could just say, hey, here's the name of the place we need to go. And it could put me anywhere in that place. Like, I could be in the dungeon. I could be at the front gate. I can be... So I have to be very, very specific and say, this place at this sigil. In this room. That's how specific I have to be.
But as far as I understand it, all 3 of these options, correct me if my assumptions as this is above table, all 3 of these different options are open to the party. We have the means to do either one.
Yes.
There are some problems with all of them, but that's the fun part. But all 3 are options.
Right.
We have to decide as characters which options we're prioritizing. And by we as characters, speaking for Lynn, I mean you
Yeah.
get to decide
Yes.
what the priority is.
Yes.
Because decision fatigue in my normal life isn't enough. Right now, this has the potential to devastatingly impact the most people. I think this has to be a priority. I think we have to make sure that this is resolved. There is an army literally, like, just waiting for the door to open and unleash them.
But what happens if during this fight somehow something happens and it breaks open and the army gets out.
We need to be ready for that possibility. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, that's a possibility, and we now know it's a possibility, but...
If it was, Jaren over the table, like, if it was me, I would go after friends, then fix Seabiscuit. Because Seabiscuit has weapon capabilities.
Thank you, Mio.
But, again,
Comfortably.
this is just above table.
I mean, what does Dom want to do?
Dom is his first thing is help friends. Help friends. That's the most important. More people we have, the more numbers.
Plus, you know...
Plus, I've also promised.
Plus, you
them
do know
that we're
Killian
coming for
and
them.
Lucas, though Strange are competent.
Oh, strange.
This is
I mean,
true.
you do know that Lucas can teleport,
That's true. That could fix the Seabiscuit.
so he could get everyone to
the pillars.
the pillars.
And I can get everybody back
Theoretically.
from the pillars.
Also, again, this is not Lynn.
Yeah, this is above.
If you're
Blaze.
if you're wanting a plan to take on the army,
People.
Killian's a planner.
And then you wouldn't have to make a lot of decisions.
That is true.
I have to allow a thing in chat. I don't know.
I've got it.
Oh, you already did it?
Yeah.
Oh. I see.
Yeah,
it's
the
still
auto
trying to make me do it too.
the auto mod grabbed it.
It got a
and-
little too excited about life.
Well,
You know,
for reason.
for reasons.
I'd say you're approaching a Sanderlanche, and you have to decide which things you want to deal with before we get to the Sanderlanche.
See, here's the thing. All of you make very good points. However,
Loving rudeness, Mio. Loving rudeness.
loving you see the issue being, we don't know what we're walking into in hell.
Uh-huh.
And that's the fun part.
Except if we all
Yeah, that's
die in
right.
hell
That's about
because we
right.
end up like
That's fair.
zapping into
Then it's
whole-
no longer our problem.
Except yes, it is because the
No,
sea is
we'll be
partially
dead by
in my-
then if that's the
That's,
case.
that's,
Counterpoint, if you die fighting the Dracolich and the undead army, nobody can rescue them from hell.
Now that's also true, but that's two people versus a city.
I'm not arguing. I am simply pointing out that you can argue your way to either of them, and I think what this comes down
Don't you
to
be
is
smug. You know what you did.
Simi's
It's
got to make a choice.
It's the
He
old
just likes
Kobayashi
watching
of
his wife
Maru.
have anxiety.
The needs of the
Simi-
many.
Simi's
the
got
needs
to
of the
decide
few.
to Simi what is the best option to pursue.
And you see, to see me as an individual is not the same thing as to see me as a person who is responsible for an entire town, which she is. So, honestly, her first. Now there is room for working within this, but her first inclination is protect the city, protect the bajillions of people,
Mhm.
and then deal with the two. Because they have at least kept themselves alive this long. I don't know, but that's another thing.
we don't know.
I know!
We might get to hell and discover that Killian might be alive. Maybe he's been taken over by zombies. I don't know. And that Lucas is now just a puppet for a demon king and is a lifeless husk that
You
is
don't
just
know.
being puppet. We don't know. So they might not actually be useful at all. They might be, like, I might pull them out of hell and then just pull demonic evil forces with them living in their body.
I see where your loyalties lie.
So, I don't know. There are so many variables with that one.
Do you think you can take on the undead army, the Lich Queen, and the Dracolich without them? Does Simi think that?
With the help of multiple organizations of people? Perhaps.
Yeah.
We
What
have an
armies do we
entire
have?
army of animal folk.
No,
that
they're
came
gone
ready for
now.
a fight.
They're gone.
Are they?
Yeah.
Did they ever leave? No.
They're
I
still
thought
here.
I thought
No,
the
they're still
majority.
here.
Yeah, they never
okay.
left.
But
I thought the majority of them.
we were gonna have to convince them to fight.
Yeah?
Because
We-
why would they fight if they could just go home?
Yeah. That's fair.
That's why we gotta
They're
convince
gonna
them.
look at this city and go, mm-mm-mm-mm.
Nope, I got a
Nope,
place
nope,
across the hill.
I mean,
Which
we've
is
been
across the
reasonable.
ocean.
beating the shit out of them for decades, so
Yeah.
there's no loyalty or
true.
reason they should.
I'm just playing devil's
Have we-
advocate here
Yeah.
and giving
Uh-huh.
you your.
You do that in life all the
I know.
time. You,
What?
Oh,
like,
never mind.
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, we did.
But we've
Costas
done
was
them.
beating the shit
We
out of
have
them for
anybody
decades.
that is affiliated with the cloister.
Well, war.
We had to
Yeah.
set some of them up already. Like we had her training some of the.
I did a lesson,
You did a lesson, but like
but I don't think arrows are gonna deal with that thing.
they're not gonna hurt if you have like 50 arrows coming at the same time. I don't know. We have to plan. That's a thing. Like we
Oh
have
boy,
to
this
plan.
group in planning.
Yep.
Without our plan.
Keith did this. It's not my fault.
Yeah, this
Keith
is
did
called
this.
drama and tension.
Ah.
You got 3 different paths you can pick. Which one do you take?
Yeah. I think for Simi, it's gotta
Assume
be.
we're going through
keep
this
the
sewer.
town
And this
Oh,
is
yeah,
just
yeah.
inside thoughts.
I assume this conversation of what to do next is
Does Simi
happening.
discuss it in character with the other characters?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, getting sounding boards, trying to figure out, what other
Because
people
Lynn would
think.
advocate for you need to take a course of action.
Yeah,
Any of them work.
yeah. And she's aware of this. Well, not necessarily the any of them work part, but she knows that an action has to be decided on.
Lynn would tell you that pick an option, stick with it,
Yeah.
and that everything else will work out.
Oh, to have your confidence would be great. But I think that.
And it sounds like Dom is in favor of get the boys.
Yeah, I'm in favor of, I promised we were coming for them. That's...
We still are.
What I told you was true from a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view.
Jillian, does Jillian have an opinion?
And she doesn't know them. That's helpful in my favor.
What does Jillian think they should do if Jillian were in charge? Other than pack up and never come back.
Yeah, well, that's not an option anymore.
Yeah, Nova, I'm gonna need you to. Oh, okay. Never mind.
I think.
You answered it.
Well, I think the problem is that thing back there needs to be dealt with, but I don't think we have the right material to do that. I mean, an army true would be good, but
And the other thing
I mean, didn't you say you had a friend coming back tomorrow evening that might be able to help us?
Cassius is coming back.
Oh,
The
Cassius is
dragon.
coming back. That's right.
And you said he's quite a capable individual, so having him help would be good.
That would be very useful. Yes.
But that's going to take time and whatnot, and
It's gonna take a day. We were already looking at spending longer than that trying to get ready to go to hell.
he's not going to be here until the day after tomorrow evening.
Yeah, so 2 days.
2 days.
That's when we were
I
planning
think.
on trying to do the hell thing, was in 2-3 days.
That would still give you more time to make ammo.
So what I'm trying to say is that it's going to take time for the assemblement of a group of individuals to be able to go deal with that thing, and I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything against the undead army with the bubble dome thing around, so we can always go get your friends while we're waiting for the group of assemblymen of people.
Or maybe we were waiting for Cassius to get back to help us with.
Well, we
Hell?
figured he might
would
have
have
some
some
way of
information.
teleporting us to the pillars, or having magical items, or several ways. You
A way to
said
get
he was a
everybody
very
on it.
influential person.
Mm-hmm. In all three of these scenarios, having a Cassius on our side is going to be a really, really handy thing. I think we need to use this time. I think we have to take the time to wait for him to get here. I think we need to use the time to inform as many people as we can that might be amicable to helping us with that problem. She just like gestures behind us. They're walking through the sewers. Yeah, that one.
Piss off.
As if on cue. To prove my point. Yeah,
Be
to
quiet, Jack.
like, and we might have to come back and deal with it sooner. If it gets out, it is a problem, and we cannot let the city just crumble under whatever that thing is. So we need
What are
to.
the
Well,
odds that it does get out?
We don't know.
Because
I mean,
we
it'll
just
just
closed
start
it in, didn't we?
Yeah, but if it gets out, it's gonna. Simi doesn't want to attack any of her will.
And
Does that mean we have to evacuate the city?
potentially, at least the people who aren't willing to try and fight it. So we have to have a plan of action in place for that.
How long is that going to take to evacuate an entire city?
If you
What
can
a-
get them to go.
Yeah, it's true.
If you can get them to go, I think we might just have to have some kind of a signal planned that means get the hell out. And some of them might leave beforehand anyway if they have relatives elsewhere.
Also, how do we convince an entire city that there's a blob dragon bone thingamajig that's been living under the city this
We
whole
don't have
time?
to
But we don't
convince
have to
them
tell
that.
them what it is. We just have
Yeah.
to be like, hey, there is
There's an imminent threat to your safety.
a dangerous creature that has decided to take up residence in the sewer. We're trying to deal with it. We don't have to say like it's exactly what it is,
Okay.
and then just tell everyone who's helping us that there's this monster down there that we need to take care of it before it decides to come up and eat the entire city.
We'll be more forthright with the people who are willing to help us, but with the people that are vulnerable or unwilling to help us, we just tell them that there's an imminent threat to their safety, that they might be safer elsewhere.
So do we start
How's
this
Ross
evacuation tonight?
He's just kind of watching and listening,
Hmm.
and he didn't see what you saw, obviously, because
We
human,
can't see.
so he couldn't see it.
What you think about that half elf now, bitch?
I
Does Rosk seem like he believes our story of what we saw?
mean, he was there and he heard the roar,
Okay.
so
He still hears the roar as we're walking
Yeah,
out.
he still hears the roar as you're walking. So
and
it's
saw
like
the nonsense with the
he
goose, so-
knows there's something there that sounds big and it sounds mean and slurpy
Yeah.
and
Don't use that term.
That is a terrible word.
Just imagining the Velcro mouth again.
And maybe he doesn't get out. I don't know, but you do have to remember, like, yeah, we blocked him in.
Mhm.
He, by himself, put those stones back.
Well, not even that. It's a slam creature.
It's a slime creature besides which, but even without that being the case, he put it there by himself.
It will eventually make its way out.
Right.
Whether it
right.
knocks it down or it figures out how to shimmy its weird gooey self in
Finds
between
another way
cracks.
out. Eventually, it will escape.
Yeah.
How long? Who knows?
Like,
It's-
maybe it's been there active the entire time, but I get a distinct feeling that perhaps we woke it up. In which case, if that is the case, it is going to be well more active than it ever has been while we've just been here.
Mhm.
So I don't think that we can count on it not getting out reasonably soon. I think the most we can risk is waiting until Cassius returns for extra backup while we organize other backup. Now this might also, once we get a plan engaged for this, we can potentially plan ahead so that we're more organized going to get the boys. So it does still allow us some planning that we were going to need to do anyway, since we were going to wait for him to begin with. So hopefully it won't delay us long. My goal is still to get there and get them out as soon as possible, but this is a threat to how many people live in Costas?
A lot.
Hundreds of thousands?
Close to
Hundreds
a
of
million.
thousands of people. Close to 1 million people.
It's gonna be hard to convince that many people. I don't know.
It,
But we
it
don't
might
have to
be.
convince
We don't have to convince
them.
all of them. We
Just generally tell the public that
Yeah.
there's this issue in town, and then leave it there.
Oh, I thought you were
He
about to
knows
make
yawning.
a
No,
noise.
I was yawning.
He was
Okay.
he was
All
making
right.
the sleepy
I
noise.
was trying to keep the eepy noises off of the stream.
Well, I at least vote that we head back to the cloister and get a good night's rest before we continue onward, because you need to recharge.
Yes.
You're burned. I need bullets.
Gives you time to arm yourself more too, certainly. So, first order of priority, making sure that you two get some rest. Second order of priority, I need to get things moving to see how much help we can enlist. Well, I suppose first order of importance is actually making sure that all of the guard and everyone involved with the cloister knows what's happening, so that we can be on the lookout for abnormalities. But then make sure that you are rested. I will talk to people and see if I can get some people rallied to help, some useful people that are willing to put in their skill sets that would be helpful. Townspeople with pitchforks isn't going to do the trick on this one, and it would just risk people that don't need to be in the line of fire. So those skilled with different methods of combat, especially ranged, I'll see what I can do. Talk to the, at least I think I'm in reasonably good terms with the animal kin. We got high together. That counts for something, right?
No, not really.
Damn. I was hoping.
No, not really.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'll get the ball rolling on that while you guys get some rest.
Okay.
But we will start planning ahead for the boys too, and as soon as we feel like we are safer with this situation, we go and get them.
Okay. That's not good. That's not good for Dom.
We'll think it through. We had to wait for Cassius anyway. We were already planning on doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, for
hopefully,
2 days for sure. Yes.
hopefully it won't extend us by very much at all.
Mhm.
If so, things have gone very awry.
All right.
Oh,
so you guys
boy.
make your way. Having had this,
Yep.
having this conversation on the way, you guys make it back to the
boat.
spot where you entered the sewers. Your boat is still there. Hey, there've been these slime things coming out of there. Was that you guys?
No.
Yes, kind of. Long story. That's gonna probably keep happening a little bit for a little while, but
Okay, just this side of the river, yeah? Not there?
I don't actually understand all of the different paths.
Okay.
Sorry,
It's okay.
but we're gonna need a lift across.
Yeah, come on. Been meaning to go south anyway. So he pulls up beneath the grate. You guys push open, crawl down the rope, and pull yourself. Get yourself onto the boat. and he pulls across the river and drops you guys off at the docks. From there, I assume you guys are headed back to the cloister to rally the troops
At least 2 of us are going to rest.
Yeah.
and to go get some rest.
I need to tell the folks on the bridge
Mm-hmm.
like what's going on,
Okay.
and notify them that this is an ongoing situation.
Okay. So they are noticing that whatever slimes had sort of pushed up out of the sewers seem to be dispersing a little bit. They're not being replaced. So they are kind of oozing away, but they're still there. What do you tell them specifically? What do you say?
That there is a threat to the safety of the people on that side of the river. That if at all possible, we should use any empty inns and stuff like that to house those people
Who are displaced?
displaced right now
Okay.
until we get the threat under control.
Okay.
And it's like if they are free to come and go if they want,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a dangerous situation that we are still working on resolving.
Understood. We'll set up a checkpoint here and let people make sure people know that any business over there is at their own risk. Don't mind my asking, what dangerous situation?
Yeah.
Like, should be looking for a new city type situation, or
You know, we could just let this plague go to ruin.
We'll just let her have it.
I think this is gonna be a problem for whoever ends up adopting it later. Whether it's like kicking that can down the line is not gonna fix the source of the problem.
Right.
We might want to find a place to get people while we work it out. But
let me talk with the captain, but I can't speak for him or the rest of this lot, but when you start looking for bodies to deal with whatever it is, on me men.
what's your name?
Miles.
Miles. Thank
Good
you,
man,
Miles.
And then he snaps you off a jaunty salute and then goes back to his duties.
He is absolutely gonna die in the battle.
Yep, they named him now. So she will tell Miles, like, as many people might be willing, I'll need to speak with them. The whole city guard, pretty much, in the morning.
I'll pass the word, Mom.
As we keep walking back towards the cloister,
Mm-hmm.
look over to Rosk. Who do we have? Where can we reach?
Let me make some inquiries. I'll get back to you in the morning.
Thank
Question
you.
for me. While we were all discussing what we should do next,
Mm-hmm.
did Rosk have an opinion that he shared? Okay.
He did not.
He's keeping quiet.
Fair enough.
I mean, he's in a lot of ways.
He serves at the pleasure of seeming.
Make an insight check.
Oh, this is one of those things I'm good at.
Yay!
27.
Oh, hell.
Okay. You can get a sense that he is fighting years of instinct, trying to take control of the situation, and you also know that he's aware that he's fighting it, and he's doing it as penance. At least for himself, if no one else.
Okay, good to know. Lynn will file that away.
Okay, so you guys are headed back to the cloister. This is a good spot to call it for the evening. You guys have seen a new danger popping up. You have paths ahead of you to choose, things to do.
Gave me so many.
There
All
are
3 of them.
three. There are 3.
You gave me a left, a right, and a center.
But they're all really important. You made me talk like a Utah.
So that makes anyway. So you've got choices to make, paths to choose, things that will affect the world that you're living in, and we will figure out how all of those things play out later. Just as a quick reminder, next week was going to be a Jasper campaign. Lance is not going to be able to DM that one, so instead we will be back here for the Valley campaign, assuming that you don't see a message on our Discord server saying that our schedule has changed. So keep tabs on that. As another reminder, if you want to go back and watch any of the videos that we have put out, everything we do does wind up on our YouTube channel, so you can go out there, watch to your heart's content. Most episodes do have a brief recap at the very start, player-driven, character point of view recaps. So take them with a little grain of salt. They're usually fairly accurate, but some of them are from character perspectives. So sometimes they're a little bit skewed, but that's part of the fun, right? You guys can go and check all of those out, all of the video content. If you're the first-time YouTube visitor, be sure that you do hit like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, and you will always know when we put those new videos out there. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be back here next week. Until then, remember,
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
And if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Engage.